All right, everyone. This is the last assignment for this chapter here. This is chapter 5, homework number 7. We need to convert each of these percent to a percent of increase or percent of increase into a multiplier. Okay, a multiplier is, if we were to write it as a chart, what would we multiply in order to get to the next number, right? So we're not talking about the percent itself, but we're talking about the actual multiplier. What's happening from one term of the sequence to the next term. So in this case, for a 3% increase, right, we're gonna have to use 1.03. Okay, the 3% is right here, and the 1 keeps the number the same. The 1 essentially is the previous term that we add back once we do the 3% increase. So our multiplier is going to be 1.03. Okay, that's about all it is. Okay. So part B, a 25% decrease. Okay, 25% decrease is going to be subtraction off of what we're going to be adding, right? So, for example, if the letter A was 3% increase, it's 100%, right? Which is all of what we used to have plus 3 more percent. Actually, let me write like this. Plus, so that's why we're getting 1.03, and that's our multiplier, right? So for A, our multiplier is 1.03, right? And we're going to do the same thing with the decrease, except it's going to be a subtraction. So on B, it's going to be, we're going to have the 1 still, but we're actually going to, the 1 keeps the previous term the same. It's like adding the previous term back to it, right? But in this case, since it's a 25% decrease, we're subtracting 0.025, right? So this actually gets us 0.75. Okay, and think about this, right? If you lose 25%, how much do you still have? You still have 75%. Or if you lose 25 cents out of a dollar, how much do you still have? You still have 75 cents out of a dollar, right? So our percent of decrease is 25%, which means that our multiplier is 0.75, or we're multiplying everything or each term of the sequence by 0.75. Okay, same thing here. We have a 13% decrease, so we have that 1, right? But we're going to be decreasing by 13%, which is 0.13. Okay, so if you do the math there, you end up with a, let's see, 7, 8, a 0.87. Okay, so again, if you lose 13%, how many percent do you still have? You still have 87. Okay, so and then the last one is going to be a 2.08% increase. Okay, so again, working on that, the same idea. We have the previous term, which is 100% of it, so that's all of it. And then we're going to go ahead and add, because this is an increase, we're going to go ahead and add 2.08%. And 2.08 is 0.0208, right? If I change this back to if I move the decimal place back 2 times, it ends up right here. So this is my 2.08%. Okay, but as a decimal, it's going to be 0.0208. And if I add that together, it's going to be 1.0208. And that is going to be our multiplier. All right, so just a really quick rundown about geometric sequences and its multiplier. Oh, that's freaking out. Okay. And number 105, we're going to solve each of these equations. This goes back to previous chapters, right? This first one right here, we're going to go ahead and distribute that negative So we're going to take this negative right here, and we're going to distribute to the 2x and distribute it to the positive 1. So we will have 8, copy everything down, minus 2x, negative, and positive 1 makes negative 1 equals 3. Just copy everything down, and now start combining like terms. So the 8 and the negative 1, I can put it together. 8 minus 1 is 7, minus 2x, copy it down, equals 3, copy it down. And I'm going to start solving for x. So I'm going to get rid of that 7 by doing a inverse operation of minus 7 and minus 7. Okay, and these will cancel out. So I will have negative 2x equals, and 3 minus 7 is negative 4. Then I'm going to go ahead and keep doing my inverse operation of divided by negative 2. And these will cancel out. And I will end up with x equals negative 4 divided by negative 2 is positive 2. That's my final answer there. Okay. This one right here, I'm going to go ahead and solve for x. So I'm going to do inverse operation, minus 4, both sides. Okay, and these will cancel out. So I will have square root of x, copy it down, equals, and then you got to figure out what 9 minus 4 is. It's 5. Okay, and now some of you guys may not know this, but the inverse operation of square rooting is square. So if I square that side, I have to square this side. So the square and the square root is going to cancel out. And then I just have a simple x left over. And then my answer is going to be 5 squared, which is 25. So my answer is 25. All right, that was a quick homework assignment. That's the last of it, guys.